things are happening everywhere, just that in some places they are underreported. Marvelous Omobobola, a national diploma, one student of agricultural engineering, Lagos State Polytechnic Ikorodu, has narrated how he heard kidnappers trading in human body parts during her time in captivity. While narrating her ordeal in an interview with Punch, she said she and two other persons on Saturday were abducted while on her way to her hostel. Well, from school, on her way to her hostel from school, she said it happened around 4 p.m. on Saturday. I went to school to collect my CWE Student Industrial Work Experience Scheme, letter after which I would get a log book for it, but unfortunately the lady that would give it to us was not around, so I had to go back home. So I boarded a keke tricycle in front of the school gate going to Ķ′Đn, where my hostel is located. 3 of us sat at the back and the driver and his companion were in front. There was traffic and they told us that they wanted to beat the traffic, so the driver passed a shortcut. When we got to one place, which is a road I am not even familiar with because I do pass other roads down to Ķ′Đn from school every day, I told them this place does not look like Ķ′Đn barrack side. When we challenged them again, they said that they just wanted to get us to Ķ′Đn. It got to a stage where I just saw that we were already inside a bus. I could not understand how we got there. They asked me for my phone, my account number, and the ATM that was with me. Everywhere I go, my ATM is always with me, so they withdrew all the money that they found in my account after asking me for the PIN. They also made me give them my phone's password and BVN number. They asked me where I was living, what my parents do for a living, and the job that the elder brother is doing. My elder brother is doing. They also asked me who I can call for money for them to release me, and I told them that my parents are poor people. They later called my mother and asked for the ransom. I was left alone inside a room and asked to sit on a cement block overnight. When I peeped through the window of the room where I was kept, I saw that everywhere was just bush and broken bottles littered everywhere. I also saw cement blocks around too. I also heard the sound of birds chirping on Sunday afternoon when I was being taken out. Later, as we were going, I started seeing more buildings as we neared the road, though I didn't even know the place. Though I cannot recall the total number of all of us there, if my memory serves me right, we should be about 20 in there. They told us to undress, and once you are naked, they will point to particular room and say the person should go into the room. So when I started to undress, they saw a cross on my waist, and one of them asked me if I'm a member of the Celestial Church of Christ twice. I said yes. So they pointed to another room and told me to go and stay there. I was scared and asked myself why I should be the one to go and stay there, thinking that maybe they wanted to kill me. Later, 2 of them came to meet me and asked me for my state of origin and where I am from. I told them that I am from Ondo State, and they asked again which area of Ondo State I'm from. I told them that I am from Akure, and one of them said that he is also from Akure. Immediately, they called my mother on phone and told her to quickly pay the ransom before the Alhaji arrives. However, while I was with them, I did not see the Alhaji. Some people were taking human parts out. I think those taking it out were the ones buying it. In the second room, they were taking the undressed victims. At the entrance of the room, I saw some blood stains on the floor and on the walls too. Immediately they opened the door, they shut it quickly. All I remember was that I was inside the Keke Marwa and after the street where we questioned them on why they were passing that route. The next moment, I found myself inside the bus. I was not conscious of how I got inside that bus. They threatened to return me to the place where they are killing people if my mother does not come up with the money quickly. They said that I should just be praying to God that my mother can raise the ransom on time. They threatened my mother on the phone when she told them she had no money and that she does menial jobs for us to survive. When she told them she only has 4,000 naira, they told her to go and use the money to make a coffin for me. Wow. It was after the last call that my mother had with them that they took me out, and it should be around the afternoon. I was driven in a bus to my two because when they left me at the place, I saw a big signboard with my two written on it. And from that place, I boarded a bus going to Oshodi, from which I found my way to Ikorodu. From Odugio to another place. She further stated that 3 men took her to my two in a bus and they gave her 2,000 naira as transport fare back to Ikorodu. She continued, my mother later told me that they called her phone and said that she should send money to them for my transport. She said that it was one of her relatives at Akure who sent 5,000 naira to my account. 2 other people were also set apart aside from me, a lady and one fair man, though I don't even know what later happened to them. They used a commercial bus so that people would not suspect them. They used the yellow bus. My mother later told me when we met at my place at Odogio that they assured her that I would come and meet her very soon. I got to Ikorodu around 2 p.m. All the calls they were making were through my phone number, and it was my bank account too they used to collect all the money that was paid to them. They used a POS machine to collect the money. Responding on how the kidnappers treated her while with them, she said, they bought food for me to eat. They bought rice and Fanta with a sachet of water for me, but I did not eat it. I was crying. I rejected the food. I am not certain if the others were also given. No, they told me to just sit in one corner on a cement block. The building where they took us had broken windows and the floor is rough. The roof too had holes in it. 2 of the kidnappers had guns with them and the others had machetes and daggers too. The ones with machetes were with me and they were 2. They took turns guarding me. Okay. Do you know a lot of people who must have lost? And that's how she just ended the whole thing. Do you know how many people must have been kidnapped and their relatives or their family member will not even see them? See, this is happening in Lagos. This is happening everywhere, from Ikorodu to my two. Hi. Okay, well, just like I said, some incidents happening in some other areas are underreported. You can imagine. You can just imagine. Unfortunately, people do not take such news serious again until it happens to them or their loved ones. And the reason is that no more value for human lives, but value money than human lives. What a world we are living. Lagos State is killing people more than any other southern state, but it is underreported, and I don't even know why it's like that. Let people come together to fight this. The government doesn't care. The ritualists are coming from Ogun State. They trooped to Lagos every morning and went back as soon as they captured their victims, especially Badagry and Ikorodu Aziz. People who go to their work early to escape traffic risk it all on the road on a daily basis. Imagine running from traffic, end up in kidnappers' nest. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.